Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show on 94.7 The Pulse. Music, interviews, news, and, well, Two Blokes Chatting. Now, here are the two blokes.
In the football theme, the reigning Brownlow medalist, Ollie Wines, his family got an Anglesea base, and his dear grandma Estie is still down at Anglesea and very proud, and she's been good enough to join us this morning. Estie, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We should be thanking you because we normally have 3 or 4 people who listen to our show, but apparently the whole Wines family are going to be listening this morning, so our audience has swelled. We're excited.
A lot of wines around, yeah.
They're definitely. Now, let's get serious. Let's get right down to the nitty-gritty. How proud a grandma are you of young Ollie?
Well, I would say I'll be the proudest grandmother in the whole world. I would have had 30 phone calls on Monday. I was exhausted. I really rang from all over the place, and I felt as if I'd won the Brownlow medal myself.
The question I asked Rob, hi Estie, it's Neil. The question I asked Rob is, I wonder what you call him. Is he still Oliver, or have you broken it down to Ollie?
It's always Ollie, yeah.
Okay.
Now, tell me, did you sit up and just listen to every vote? Were you excited pre-medal because he was listed as one of the favourites, or did you think, no, it's just all too much, he couldn't possibly win it?
No, I was over the moon. I backed him. I put $50 on him and won $200. How about that for Noel?
Good stuff.
I knew, because I knew that Bomentelli didn't play very well the last 3 games, and I knew Ollie fired. He got 3 points, 3.
Yeah, I was very confident. I'd got sick of it and went to bed, but I knew that the Bulldogs didn't win the last 3 games, and he was only 2 or 3 behind when I went to bed, and I thought, I reckon he'll get this. Yeah, and I was thrilled indeed that he was. So let's go a bit of the story. He's not listed as being an Anglesea person, but of course your family very much ensconced. Ollie's father played footy at Anglesea Premiership player, along with, as we found out earlier, with Patrick Dangerfield's father. There's 2 Brownlow medalists out of the situation. Tell me his journey. How did he get up to Echuca?
Oh, well, Ollie's dad, Tony's lived up there many years now. He worked in Melbourne, but then he married Jane, and they had a couple of kids in Melbourne and lived in Echuca, so he's up there for many years now on the river. Beautiful house. What does
Tony do for a job that gets him to live in Echuca?
Well, he started off building styrene panelled sheds, and he advanced to big jobs like the Albert Park down there, and also massive complexes all over Victoria, actually.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we know that he's a pretty handy country footballer, played in the Premiership side. I know from first-hand experience he was quite a good cricketer, Tony, so it would be fair to suggest that all Ollie's talent has come from the Wines family, but was it on your side of the family or the other side of the family?
Oh, both. But I'll have to tell you about Eric was a good footballer, my husband, but he got reported a few times in front.
Ooh, he's a bit of a thug.
He wouldn't have won a Brownlow then.
No. Eric's, Ollie's great uncle, Clinton Wines, you probably won't remember, but you would have heard. He played for Carlton against South Melbourne in the 1945...
The bloodbath.
The bloodbath, yes. He was played centre and won the best on the ground. Beautiful footballer. Actually, Ollie... more or less takes after him in his style, passes beautifully the way his uncle Clinton used to do. He's passed away now, but great.
And what about your own sporting life, Estie? You have delved in a few sports, I hear tell?
Yeah, I have, yeah. Actually, first of all, Vicky was fantastic. She was founder of the Geelong, the Grovedale Basketball Club. Paula played for Geelong and netball. I played tennis for Swan Hill in Kooyong many years ago, coached by Lou Hogue, Kenny Rosewell, and Frank. Oh, they were fantastic fellows. But now, pardon me, I love my bowls and my golf. Can I carry on?
Sure. You can indeed.
Yeah, we're just sitting here gobsmacked.
It's all about you today, Estie.
Well, my youngest daughter has always told me, Mum, don't talk so much about yourself. Sorry, Paula, today's my day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been playing golf for 69 years, would you believe?
Well, you must be tired.
Never had a hole in one. But my lovely grandson, one of my lovely grandsons, gave me a golf cart just recently, which is lovely, which I can continue playing at Anglesey much longer because it's fairly hilly down here, as you might realise.
The odd kangaroo on the course too, so you want to be careful with you driving your cart.
There are lots of kangaroos here. I haven't hit one yet, but there's plenty of time for that. Actually, I'll tell you a funny story if I've got time. I broke down last week on the fifth fairway, and Jacko Smith, the mechanic, came and picked me. He towed me home. Well, you should have seen. The rope broke 3 times going down the hill here, then through the bush, and eventually we got it there. So it's ready to go and rolling. And that was fantastic. Also, I love my bowls. I belong to a great bowling club down here. I also cater. I'm chief catering. We cater for my girls, and I have for 100 people on Twilight in January for about 5 nights. Yes, and I love it. What else have I got to say?
So now, Estie, so when I go down to play triples for Triers, which is proudly sponsored by the Bendigo Community Bank, you'd be one of those lovely ladies who serves up the evening savouries.
Yeah, I'm in charge. They call me the catering queen.
Oh, now I know who you are, and I'm going to go and make myself known when I next come back there to say hello to you. Thank you very much for looking after us. Now, I'm about to break a golden rule. You're not allowed to do this. Men are not allowed to ask women how old they are, but for you to be still as active as you are, I think the listeners would really like to know, how old are you, Estie?
Well, I'm 87 and 3/4. I was born on the 20th of March 1934. But listen, I only feel about 50.
Well, you only sound 50. And if you're still playing golf and lawn bowls, well, you've certainly lived a very full life, and it's pretty easy to see where Ollie got his talent from.
Yeah. Have I told you about my vegetable garden?
No.
Wow, I've got a big vegetable. I've got 7 garden beds, which are full at the moment. Last year I had so much produce, I set up a little stall at the front here. The kids thought it was a cracker. What are you doing? I said, just getting a bit of money. I'll buy myself a slab of beer, you never know.
I'm going to have to lay down after this interview. I'm exhausted just listening to it.
I can just see Vicky at home got her head in her hands now going, oh, Mum, come on.
Now,
No.
a really important question that we probably have jumped over and we probably should go back to is, I'm assuming now if someone said, who do you barrack for, you'd say Port Power. Who did you grow up barracking for in the footy?
Who grew up, pardon?
Who did you grow up barracking for in the footy?
Carlton.
Oh, because
Carlton played Port, I sit on the fence.
just not hurl abuse at the centre player for Port Power.
Oh no, I wouldn't miss a game. Wouldn't miss a game. Watch Ollie. He's very, very special. But he's got 2 lovely sisters and a lovely brother as well. We can't forget them because they're all. Have I told you about his grandfather? No.
No, what did he do?
Pud Butler. That's his
Well, there you go. Neil's a butler, so there's probably a family connection. Neil will be laying claim to Ollie's talent in a minute.
That's it. He got his talent from me.
Tell us about Pud Butler.
Well, Pud lived next door to them in Echuca. Ollie went to Shepparton Grammar, so Pud would pick him up from school, take him to Bendigo, back to Echuca, 2 or 3 times a week. And he wasn't a young man, He's passed away now, unfortunately. Both his grandfathers have gone, but they would have been so proud of him if they had been here. But I thought it was worth a mention because that was pretty mean feeding. He wasn't a young man either in those days.
Well, I tell you what, you've put a smile on my face again, Estie, because I'm just thinking Neil Butler, the boy sitting across the table, has got very much a coronavirus tummy. I reckon Pud might be a new nickname. He can carry on the family tradition. Estie, you've been an absolute delight. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're thrilled, as you should be, as a proud grandma of a Brownlow medalist, and I will definitely make myself known when I next come down to the Anglesey Bowling Club. And thank you for looking after us all this time, catering.
I'm very, very lucky. I've got a wonderful family, and I thank God every day for my life.
Good on you. All the very best. Thank you for brightening our life up this morning.
Okay.
Thanks, Estie.
Thank you very much.
See you, mate.
Estie Wines.